so I'm back in the shed. It's been a couple of days since I touched this, so last thing I did was put the new lines on and the filter, and that's it. So now we're gonna start where we left off. When we tried to get the car back together, the thing broke, which you guys already know, so I wasn't able to find a replacement ring, so I'm just going to try and zip tie it shut for now until I can find a replacement. But it should ride today, I hope. We fixed the idling problem. We fixed the rear brake. We got some fresh gas in the tank. We went and filled this bottle up with gas and put it in there, so it should work. Also, I've been working on the PBR project. I got that front fork painted yellow. I got one there red, and I assembled the steering shit. So, new episode on that coming soon. Alright, so we ran into another problem. The spring that's in the carb is not strong enough anymore. So when I hold this close, because as you know it broke off, if I hold this close like this and I open up the throttle, you can hear the little valve open, but it doesn't close. Or at least not all the way, so it stays like a half open, and that's not good. You can't really see it, I'm sorry, but you just have to trust me. But luckily I ordered a bunch of springs, different sizes and strengths, so let's see what will work. Alright, so this is a spring that was in there. Let's see if we have any springs that are a close enough match to work. Alright, so stock spring. This one looks pretty good. It's longer but has about the same width. Now this one won't work. This is way too thick, and this one is just going to be way too short. Yeah, that's never gonna be enough, and this one is just never gonna fit. So this is our only option. It's a really good one. It's the taco spring. This was expensive. This was like $7 for this spring, or like $6.50. But diameter wise, it's gonna work, and it's just a little bit longer, so it's gonna be a bitch to get on. So it's just slightly thicker, like not even a millimeter, but it's a little bit longer. So I hope this is gonna work. Okay, so the throttle now returns nicely. I had to zip tie the throttle cable to the handlebars, because this metal piece isn't the right type for this throttle, so it would always come out, and that was also one of the reasons the gas didn't return, or the throttle didn't return correctly, but now it does. I also had to zip tie the top of the carburetor shut. There are about 4 zip ties here. So a zip tie running right here and a zip tie running right there. So I made kind of like a cross in it, so it would be kind of sturdy. I hope it seals properly. It's only for a test ride. I just really want to do a test ride, see if the bike runs good, if the engine is running good, if the transmission is good, you know, just a little test. So let's put the seat back on and let's try and fire it up. Let's just hook the exhaust back up and let's see if it starts. Before I forget, let's just put this air filter on there. Alright, the air filter is on there. Alright, the fairings are back on. Everything is tightened. The old carb is fixed, new fuel lines, fresh fuel. It should work. I'm gonna quickly charge my GoPro and let's take this out for a test ride. This is crazy, man. It's a death trap. A lot of you guys said adjust the idle screw, but that doesn't do anything. We tried it multiple times. Adjusting the idle screw doesn't do anything. The only thing that changes the RPMs is the choke. Now, it's normal that it changes the RPMs a little bit because it changes the fuel mixture slightly, but what the choke is doing here is not normal. If you turn the choke on, it revs really high. If you turn it completely off, the bike just dies. Here is another clip for you guys that don't believe it. We try adjusting the idle screw again on camera and it really doesn't do anything. The only thing that changes the idle is the choke. But also in this clip you can see how much oil it is actually burning. It is smoking like a two-stroke, which isn't normal. I noticed a few oil drops underneath the bike while it was parked for a few weeks, and the rear tire lost all of its air pressure once again. I thought this bike was gonna be like a quick project, easy fix, have some fun on it, trash it, but apparently not. So fuck it, I'm taking apart the whole bike. But first things first, this one freaking piece of plastic that is held on by that one bolt on the tank that's stuck is really starting to get annoying. So we're literally just gonna break it off. I don't care anymore. First off, we're gonna take off the zip ties that were holding the carburetor shut. We're gonna take off the exhaust, and the exhaust was really wet on the inside. It was really oily in there. We are draining the bike of all the oil, and oh my god, this oil doesn't look healthy whatsoever. It literally looks like melted chocolate. We emptied the tank of any fuel. We disconnected all of the wires going from the engine to the CDI to the kill switch, and we took out the engine completely. This is all we had time for today. So in next episode we will be taking apart the engine, taking a look inside of an old 125cc Chinese engine that has been neglected by the previous owner, that had been standing for a few years. I'm probably just as curious as you guys. Looking back at the footage right now, I'm pretty sure the oil that's in the bike is the original oil, and I don't think Other than that, it got a lot of maintenance. So this is gonna be an interesting one. If you enjoyed this video, guys, please leave a like. If you want to see more, please subscribe. And I will see you guys next time.